Embark on a journey through Taiwan's vibrant spirit and captivating scenery. This travel documentary invites you to experience an island rich in culture, modern energy, and unforgettable natural beauty like nowhere else in Asia. Taiwanese women prefer thoughtful gestures over flashy displays. Taiwanese culture places a high value on subtlety and sincerity, and this often shapes how many women view romance and relationships. Thoughtful gestures, like remembering a favorite snack, offering a kind word after a long day, or showing up on time, carry far more meaning than extravagant gifts. It's not about the price tag, but the intention behind an action. A quiet act of consideration shows attentiveness and care, reflecting a deeper emotional investment that resonates more than a grand, fleeting display. In Taiwan's fast-paced cities, where technology and modern trends abound, these small expressions of thoughtfulness create a sense of calm and connection. Many women appreciate partners who listen carefully, notice the little details, and remember conversations. Instead of lavish surprises or expensive outings, it's often the daily acts, like helping with errands, sharing a home-cooked meal, or sending a simple message to check in, that leave the strongest impression. This approach highlights respect and reliability, qualities that are valued in long-term relationships and friendships alike. This preference also reflects broader Taiwanese values of humility and balance. Public extravagance can feel unnecessary or even uncomfortable, while private kindness feels genuine and lasting. Whether it's offering a warm cup of tea during a rainy evening or crafting a handwritten note, thoughtful gestures reveal patience and a willingness to nurture a bond over time. For travelers, or anyone hoping to connect meaningfully in Taiwan, understanding this cultural nuance can transform interactions from surface-level encounters into authentic relationships built on mutual respect and genuine care. The friendly island. Taiwan has earned a global reputation as one of the friendliest places on Earth, and this warmth can be felt from the moment a traveler steps onto the island. Locals are quick to offer directions, strike up conversations, or even walk visitors to their destinations. This culture of kindness is not just a matter of good manners, but a deeply rooted part of Taiwanese values, where hospitality is seen as a way to honor guests and foster community. Travelers often find themselves surprised by the genuine willingness of strangers to help without expecting anything in return. What makes Taiwan stand out is how friendliness permeates both urban and rural life. In the bustling night markets of Taipei, vendors greet visitors with cheerful enthusiasm, often offering free samples and friendly banter. In small villages, residents may invite travelers into their homes to share tea, a gesture that reflects the island's emphasis on connection and respect. Friendliness is also institutionalized. Politeness is reinforced in schools, workplaces, and even public transportation, where giving up seats to elders or parents with children is second nature. This everyday kindness creates an atmosphere where outsiders immediately feel like part of the community. For many travelers, Taiwan's friendliness becomes one of their strongest memories of the island. It transforms simple experiences, like asking for directions, ordering food, or joining a festival, into meaningful human connections. More than its stunning landscapes and delicious cuisine, it is the people of Taiwan who leave the most lasting impression, making the island not just a destination, but a place that feels like home. Taiwan, the island of night markets. When the sun sets in Taiwan, the streets transform into glowing avenues of energy, as more than 300 night markets come alive across the island. These markets are a sensory explosion. Neon lights blink above sizzling food stalls. Vendors call out to passing crowds, and the air fills with a symphony of aromas, from grilled squid to sweet bubble tea. Each market is a gathering place where tradition and modernity meet, offering not only a chance to eat, but to experience Taiwan's vibrant street culture in its purest form. Every night market has its own character, shaped by the community it serves. In Taipei, the famous Shilin Night Market is packed with iconic snacks like stinky tofu and oyster omelets, while in Kaohsiung, the Liuhe Night Market offers fresh seafood prepared before your eyes. Smaller, local markets often feature regional specialties and family-run stalls that have been passed down for generations. Beyond food, the markets are filled with carnival-style games, trendy fashion, and quirky gadgets, creating a buzzing atmosphere that feels part fairground, part feast. It's a place where locals and travelers alike mingle, united by curiosity and appetite. For visitors, exploring a night market is like diving into Taiwan's heartbeat. The experience is immersive and unfiltered. Whether you're tasting a delicacy for the first time, winning a stuffed toy at a game booth, or simply strolling under a canopy of glowing lanterns. Taiwan's night markets are not just about commerce. They're about connection, community, and the simple joy of gathering after dark. Taiwan, bubble tea's birthplace. In the 1980s, a simple tea shop in Taichung sparked a cultural phenomenon that would eventually sweep across the globe. Bubble tea. What began as a playful experiment, mixing chewy tapioca pearls with milk tea, quickly became a sensation among locals who found joy in the contrast of flavors and textures. The pearls, often called boba, added an interactive and fun element to drinking tea, transforming a humble beverage into an experience. Soon, word spread, and what started as a local curiosity grew into one of Taiwan's most influential cultural exports. Bubble tea's global rise is a story of both tradition and reinvention. From its birthplace in Taiwan, the drink traveled across Asia, then leapt into international markets, where creative variations multiplied. Today, shops around the world offer endless combinations: fruit-based teas, cheese foam toppings, rainbow jellies, and even caffeine-free versions for children. Despite these innovations, many still regard the classic Taichung-style milk tea with black tapioca pearls as the gold standard, a nostalgic reminder of its humble beginnings. Its success speaks not only to the universal appeal of tea, but also to Taiwan's flair for innovation and cultural fusion. In Taiwan itself, bubble tea has become more than just a drink. It's a symbol of identity and pride. Street vendors and modern chains coexist, each putting their own spin on the beloved beverage. While visitors often make pilgrimages to Taichung to taste bubble tea at its birthplace. For locals, every sip carries the story of creativity, resilience, and a little bit of sweetness that connected Taiwan to the world. Temples outnumber convenience stores. In Taiwan, spirituality is not confined to sacred holidays. It is embedded in daily rhythms. With more than 15,000 temples scattered across the island, these vibrant sanctuaries far outnumber the convenience stores that dot every corner. From small roadside shrines dedicated to local deities to grand complexes adorned with dragon-carved roofs, temples are gathering places where incense burns continuously, prayers are whispered, and the sounds of gongs and bells echo through the streets. Each temple reflects the unique identity of the community it serves, becoming both a spiritual anchor and a cultural hub. Unlike in many parts of the world where places of worship are reserved for weekly rituals, Taiwan's temples hum with activity throughout the day. Locals drop in to light incense before work, Students pray for success in exams, and business owners seek blessings for prosperity. Temples also host festivals marked by dazzling processions, colorful lion dances, and offerings of food, transforming entire neighborhoods into living celebrations. The blend of Taoism, Buddhism, and folk traditions creates a tapestry of faith where gods, spirits, and ancestors all share space under intricately decorated roofs. This interweaving of beliefs makes each visit a journey into Taiwan's cultural soul. For travelers, exploring Taiwan's temples is like opening a window into a spiritual world that is both timeless and alive. Beyond their ornate beauty, these temples embody a philosophy of balance between the sacred and the ordinary, the past and the present. Here, spirituality is not distant. It flows seamlessly into everyday life, guiding Taiwan's people with quiet strength and constant presence. Hello Kitty Airlines. Flying on EVA Air's Hello Kitty Airlines is less like catching a flight and more like stepping into a playful dream. From the moment passengers check in, the whimsical world of the beloved cartoon cat takes over, with boarding passes and luggage tags stamped in Hello Kitty's signature pink and bow-filled designs. At the gate, the branding continues, setting the stage for an unforgettable journey before travelers even step onto the plane. The excitement builds as fans realize this is not just an airline, but a flying theme park in the sky. Once on board, the transformation is complete. The seats are adorned with Hello Kitty headrests, the cabin glows with pastel charm, and flight attendants serve meals on trays decorated with themed cutlery, napkins, and cups. Even the in-flight meals themselves are styled with Kitty's face, imprinted on desserts, vegetables carved into tiny bows, and colorful fruit arranged like artwork. The airline leaves no detail untouched, right down to the tissue packets, safety cards, and even the toilet paper, ensuring the experience stays delightfully consistent from takeoff to landing. Themed flights like these highlight Taiwan's flair for creativity and its ability to blend pop culture with everyday life. EVA Air's Hello Kitty Airlines isn't just about transportation, it's about storytelling and joy. For fans of the iconic character, it's a dream come true. For curious travelers, it's a glimpse into Taiwan's playful spirit. In the skies above Asia, this unique airline proves that air travel can be more than practical. It can be pure magic. The Festival of Sky Lanterns tells another story. Every year, the quiet mountain town of Pingji transforms into a scene straight out of a fairy tale during its famous Lantern Festival. As dusk falls, thousands of paper lanterns, each carrying handwritten wishes, dreams, and prayers, are released into the night sky, rising like glowing stars. Families, friends, and travelers from around the world gather to participate in this centuries-old tradition, originally meant to signal safety to villagers hiding from bandits. Today, it has become one of Taiwan's most enchanting cultural celebrations, symbolizing hope, renewal, and shared humanity. The experience is deeply personal and profoundly communal. Before releasing their lanterns, participants carefully write messages of love, luck, and aspiration on the paper surface, believing that as the lantern ascends, so too will their dreams. The air buzzes with anticipation as hundreds of hands release their creations together, and the dark sky slowly fills with a mesmerizing constellation of warm, flickering lights. It's a breathtaking sight, one that feels both timeless and spiritual, connecting the present to generations past. More than a festival, Pingxi's lantern tradition captures the heart of Taiwanese culture. A blend of ancient customs, heartfelt symbolism, and shared celebration. Locals believe that sending a lantern skyward invites blessings for the year ahead, and many return annually to renew that ritual. For travelers, it's not just a spectacle, but an unforgettable moment of reflection and connection. Under the glowing canopy of drifting light, hope feels tangible, floating gently upward with every wish released. Where the sun meets the moon. Taiwan's enigmatic lake. Nestled in the heart of Taiwan's mountains, Sun Moon Lake is a natural wonder that seems almost otherworldly. Its eastern side forms the shape of a round sun, while the western side resembles a crescent moon, giving rise to both its name and its mystical charm. As Taiwan's largest natural lake, it has long been considered a sacred place by the Thao tribe, the island's indigenous people, who believe the waters are blessed. Today, it continues to draw visitors not only for its breathtaking scenery, but also for its layers of cultural and spiritual significance. At sunrise, mist drifts across the lake's surface, creating an ethereal glow that captivates photographers and poets alike. During the day, the lake reflects emerald mountains and temples perched along its shores, while at night, lanterns and lights shimmer across the water. Tourists can ride boats across its mirrored surface, cycle along its winding shoreline, or hike up to Chian Pagoda for panoramic views that make the whole landscape feel like a living painting. Each season brings a new beauty, from cherry blossoms in spring to fiery foliage in autumn, ensuring the lake's mystery never fades. But beyond its beauty lies legend. Stories tell of dragons and spirits dwelling beneath its waters, protecting the land and those who visit. The blending of myth, history, and natural splendor makes Sun Moon Lake more than just a tourist destination. It is a cultural landmark where Taiwan's heritage flows as deeply as its shimmering waters. The train that climbs mountains. The Alishan Forest Railway is not just a train journey. It's an ascent into a dreamscape. Built over a century ago during the Japanese era, this narrow-gauge railway winds its way up Taiwan's sacred Alishan Mountains, climbing from subtropical lowlands to misty, high-altitude forests. Along the way, passengers watch landscapes transform dramatically, from tea plantations to ancient cypress groves, as the cool mountain air begins to envelop the train. What makes the ride so enchanting is the sense of stepping into another world. The railway snakes around hairpin turns, crosses wooden bridges, and disappears into tunnels carved into the mountain itself. On certain mornings, as the train cuts through the mist, it feels as if you're gliding through a fairy tale painting, where the forests whisper ancient legends and the mountain peaks loom like guardians of time. The sight of cherry blossoms in spring, or the sea of clouds rolling below in summer, makes the experience unforgettable. At the journey's peak lies Alishan, a destination famed for its towering thousand-year-old trees and breathtaking sunrises. Watching the first light spill over the peaks from the viewing platform is a reward that travelers say feels spiritual, as if nature itself is offering a blessing. The train ride isn't just a mode of transport. It's a moving story that connects Taiwan's history, culture, and natural wonders in one unforgettable passage. Riding it is like boarding a living time machine that still breathes with the soul of the mountain. Gourmet coffee on steep slopes. High in the misty ridges of Alishan, where tea once reigned supreme, another treasure is quietly thriving. Coffee. Grown on steep mountain slopes more than 1,000 meters above sea level, Alishan coffee has earned a reputation that rivals the world's most renowned beans. The cool climate, mineral-rich soil, and dramatic shifts between warm days and chilly nights create the perfect conditions for slow-growing coffee cherries, intensifying their flavor and aroma. Each sip carries hints of floral sweetness and a smooth, velvety body, making it a favorite among connoisseurs. The story of Alishan coffee is as much about resilience as it is about taste. After devastating typhoons damaged tea plantations in the region, many farmers turned to cultivating coffee as an alternative. With patience and care, they discovered that the high-altitude environment lent itself to producing beans of exceptional quality. Today, these farmers hand-pick the cherries, often drying them in the crisp mountain air, ensuring that each cup reflects the richness of both land and labor. It is a craft rooted deeply in tradition, but blossoming with innovation. What makes sipping Alishan coffee truly extraordinary is the setting itself. Imagine enjoying a freshly brewed cup while gazing over layers of rolling green hills blanketed in clouds. The scent of cypress trees mingling with the aroma of roasted beans. Here, coffee becomes more than a drink. It's an experience, a connection to the land, and a reminder that the best flavors are often found in the most unexpected places. A love for 7-Eleven like nowhere else. Step into a 7-Eleven in Taiwan, and you'll quickly realize it's far more than a corner shop. It's a way of life. With over 6,000 locations across the island, these convenience stores are woven into the daily rhythm of Taiwanese society. Here, you don't just grab a snack or drink. You can pay utility bills, collect online shopping parcels, top up your transit card, or even buy concert and train tickets, all within minutes. For many, 7-Eleven is the first stop on the way to work, the quick solution to errands, and even the go-to place for late-night cravings. What makes Taiwan's 7-Eleven so unique is the seamless blend of practicality and comfort. Inside, the shelves are stocked not only with instant noodles and drinks, but also with fresh bento boxes, steaming hot oden, and neatly wrapped rice balls. Tables and seating areas turn a quick visit into a mini dining experience, while self-service machines let customers print homework, scan documents, or even fax paperwork. It's a microcosm of Taiwanese efficiency, where modern life meets convenience in the most accessible way possible. Beyond function, 7-Eleven stores have become part of the culture. They are meeting points for friends, safe havens during typhoons, and often brightly lit beacons on quiet village streets. Some even feature collaborations with popular brands, from Hello Kitty decor to themed snacks. In Taiwan, 7-Eleven is not just a shop. It's a community hub, a problem solver, and a symbol of how a simple store can evolve into something extraordinary. Taiwan, a nation of motorbikes. In Taiwan, rush hour looks like nothing else in the world. Instead of cars clogging the streets, waves of scooters and motorbikes flood every road, buzzing like a living current through the island's cities. With over 13 million scooters for a population of 23 million, nearly every household owns at least one. They zip through alleys, line up in neat rows at traffic lights, and form a striking sight when entire swarms spill forward the moment the light turns green. For locals, scooters aren't just transport. They're a lifestyle, offering speed, affordability, and agility in crowded urban spaces. The dominance of scooters comes from practical necessity. Taiwan's compact cities, narrow lanes, and high population density make cars less convenient, while scooters can weave easily through traffic and park in spaces no car could dream of fitting. They're also affordable, fuel-efficient, and increasingly eco-friendly as electric scooters gain popularity. Even daily routines, from commuting to work and school to carrying groceries, pets, and even small furniture, are seamlessly handled on two wheels. It's a testament to how Taiwan has shaped its transport culture around convenience and adaptability. But scooters are more than utility. They've become part of Taiwan's cultural identity. Street scenes wouldn't feel complete without them, and entire parking lots are filled with endless rows of bikes, looking like metallic seas. During festivals or late-night gatherings, it's common to see friends gathered on their scooters, chatting and laughing. In Taiwan, motorbikes don't just move people, they move the rhythm of life itself. The world's longest continuous dragon boat race tradition. Every summer, Taiwan's rivers transform into racing grounds for one of the world's oldest and most vibrant traditions, the Dragon Boat Festival. With its roots tracing back over 2,000 years, the event has grown into the world's longest continuous celebration of dragon boat racing. The sight is unforgettable. Long, ornately painted boats shaped like dragons, their heads fierce and tails trailing the water, slicing through the waves as teams paddle in perfect rhythm. The steady drum beats guide their strokes, echoing like a heartbeat across the water, filling the air with energy and anticipation. The festival is not just about competition. It's a living link to history. Originating from the legend of Ku Yuan, a patriotic poet who drowned himself in protest, locals rowed out in boats to save him and threw rice dumplings into the water to keep fish from eating his body. Today, those rituals survive in two beloved forms, the dragon boat races and the eating of sticky rice dumplings known as zongzi. Each bite of zongzi, wrapped in bamboo leaves, carries centuries of cultural memory, symbolizing unity, remembrance, and resilience. Modern Taiwan has embraced the tradition with incredible enthusiasm. Cities like Taipei, Kaohsiung, and Tainan host massive races that draw international teams, turning riversides into lively festivals filled with food stalls, music, and cheering crowds. It's a time when communities come together, not only to compete, but to celebrate their heritage. The Dragon Boat Festival remains more than a sport. It's a heartbeat of Taiwan's culture, pulsing with both history and joy. A land that loves baseball. Baseball in Taiwan is more than a sport. It's a passion that unites generations. Introduced during Japanese rule in the early 20th century, the game quickly found a permanent home on the island. From bustling cities to quiet villages, children can be seen swinging bats and tossing balls, inspired by national heroes who have taken the sport onto international stages. Stadiums buzz with energy on game days, filled with chanting fans, colorful cheer squads, and the rhythmic beating of drums, creating an atmosphere closer to a festival than a match. Taiwan's love for baseball shines brightest through its history of remarkable achievements. The island has produced world-class players who have gone on to shine in Major League Baseball, carrying Taiwan's name across the globe. Even more legendary are the performances of its Little League teams, which have dominated international competitions and inspired pride nationwide. Each victory tells a story of discipline, teamwork, and resilience, values that mirror the spirit of the Taiwanese people. What makes baseball unique in Taiwan is the cultural flavor infused into the game. Fans don't just watch, they participate with choreographed chants, balloons, and songs for each player. Families gather at ballparks, vendors sell local snacks alongside popcorn, and the atmosphere feels deeply communal. For many, baseball is not just a pastime, but a reflection of Taiwan's identity. A sport that bridges past and present, linking Japanese influence with modern Taiwanese pride. It is a reminder that in Taiwan, the crack of a bat echoes like a heartbeat of national joy. Ghost Month traditions are so mystic. In Taiwan, the 7th lunar month is no ordinary time. It is Ghost Month, when the gates of the underworld are believed to open, releasing wandering spirits into the human world. Families and communities prepare offerings of fruit, rice, and incense to welcome and appease these visitors, ensuring peace and harmony. Large tables are set outside homes and temples, covered with delicious feasts and symbolic gifts, reminding everyone that respect for the unseen is woven into everyday life. The rituals are both solemn and festive, blending devotion with cultural celebration. One of the most striking traditions of Ghost Month is the burning of joss paper, often shaped like money, clothes, or even houses, to provide comfort to ancestors and lost souls. Temples glow with lanterns and incense, and the air fills with the crackle of fire as offerings rise toward the heavens. Communities host operas and puppet shows, not only for people, but also for the spirits, ensuring they feel honored and entertained. This blend of spirituality, art, and tradition makes Ghost Month a living tapestry of Taiwanese beliefs. Yet, Ghost Month also carries a sense of caution. Many avoid swimming, moving into new homes, or making big decisions, as it's thought to be a time when spirits can cause mischief. Despite the superstitions, the month fosters unity, reflection, and respect for life's mysteries. Ghost Month is not about fear, but about balance, acknowledging that the visible and invisible worlds coexist, shaping Taiwan's unique cultural rhythm. Thanks for exploring Taiwan's vibrant culture and stunning landscapes with us. Subscribe, like, and share to join more unforgettable adventures across Asia's most fascinating destinations. Your next journey starts here.